Hey guys, so today I'll be doing the 30 strongest characters in One Piece. Basically, this video is heavily inspired by the videos of Brago DA slash BDA Law and King of Lightning on YouTube and Twitch. These two are two of my favorite YouTubers, and every year what they do a top 30 of their strongest characters in One Piece. And in the last week, they both did their separate videos on the 30 strongest characters in the One Piece verse. As great as their lists are, I agree more with BDA Law if you wanted an accurate representation of what my list would be. I really wish we could see a list where they thought dead characters would be, or older characters in their prime. So this is the premise of this video, the 30 strongest characters, dead or alive, in One Piece. This means characters like Garp and Whitebeard will be considered in their prime. Also, characters like Goldie Roger and Ace are also applicable to this list. They will also be taken in their prime. The rules are simple. You need to have appeared in the manga. I don't care about the anime. I don't even follow the anime, so this is purely manga related. Of course, a couple of characters are iffy on that. This video will contain spoilers for the One Piece manga. I am up to date until chapter 967, so if you are not caught up, well, you are warned. Also, I just gotta add, these last couple of chapters have been insane. This also inspired me to do this video. Before starting, I have to say two things. First, this list was super hard to do. Number 30 could probably give a good fight to number 1. There is a gap. I mean, number 1 is stronger than number 30, but don't take them lightly. I will do my best to give my reasoning, but feel free to comment your own thoughts and your list on the strongest One Piece characters. Of course, this list is completely subjective and opinionated. Enjoy! Alright, well, to start this off, we'll start with a couple of honorable mentions, and by a couple, I mean a lot, because a lot of characters, honestly, from 25 to 30, I could have switched a lot of them, but yeah, first off, I got all of the monster trio, aside, I'm putting Jinbei in there, aside of Luffy, so Zoro, Sanji, and Jinbei won't make it. Zoro and Sanji, we just don't know how strong they are right now, we haven't seen enough, they've got power-ups. Jinbei, I just don't think he cuts it. Then we have Law, Kid, Killer, Yarouge. You can put all of the supernovas in there. I would put Kid in here, but I haven't seen enough. I think he would cut it at number 30. It would be really close. Aside from that, I don't think Law is strong enough, and none of them are. For the Yonko commanders, I have Cracker, Yasop, Queen, Jack, Lafitte, Smoothie, Vista, Josu, and Lucky Roo. None of them make this list. The only two that were close were Queen and Lucky Roo. I don't think the others were strong enough. I know this sounds absolutely ludicrous, but once you see my list, you will understand. Don't forget, these are dead or alive characters. So dead characters are on this list. The revolutionary commanders are not on this list either. So Karasu, Beluberi, Morley, Lindbergh, and Ivankov. I don't think they're strong enough to make the 30 strongest characters in the history of One Piece. Well, as we've seen for now. For the Warlords, I have Hancock. Her Devil Fruit is OP. I don't think she has what it takes to make the top 30. Weevil, physically, yes, I do think he would make it. But the problem is, he's a dumbass. You could literally probably bring him on your side if you were going up against him. And intelligence is a factor here. Kuma could probably make it. You could make a perfect argument that Kuma could make this list because his Devil Fruit is OP. He did get cut by Zoro pre-time skip, so that's kind of a downfall, but that is pre-time skip power scaling, so that's iffy. Doflamingo would probably be number 31 here. His diversity is insane. He's one of my favorite characters, but in fact, I think he is my favorite characters, but I can't bring myself to put him higher than anyone that's on the list right now. Then we have Tsuru, the Vice Admiral, Magellan, OP Fruit, Tsuru as well. I just don't think they can make it. Lucci and Eneru either. I don't think they have what it takes to cut it. Captain John, Silver Axe, and Wang Ji, we know they were on the Rocks Pirate and they left and they probably all became captain. Well, Captain John, obviously. But I don't know if they were strong enough. I don't think so, considering they were probably like the 6th, 7th, and 8th of the crew member in that crew. Because, you know, you had Rock, you had Whitebeard, Big Mom, Kaido, Golden Lion, Shiki, all of them. And the last two I wanted to talk about because these two could literally be number 1 and number 2, but I don't feel comfortable putting them on the list because we literally know nothing. I know some characters on this list we don't know much, but these two I just couldn't bring myself to put them because we know nothing. And the first one is Joy Boy and Poseidon. Here's the thing, we know Poseidon's a mermaid that can control Sea Kings, but Shirahoshi hasn't shown anything aside from, you know, her power activates here and there, and Joy Boy, probably leader of D, blah blah blah, a bunch of theories on him, probably really strong, but I'm not comfortable placing him on this list as of yet. Same thing for Poseidon. I mean, Shirahoshi is probably going to be top 30 by the end of the story. People don't like that, but that's a fact. Also, Zoro, Law, Killer, Sanji, they're all going to be, if it was end of story, they would be on this list. So that's it for the honorable mentions. So, at the top of this list, we have the main character, Monkey D. Luffy. Listen, I don't have to go in much details about Monkey D. Luffy. He has Gear 4th, Gear 2nd, Gear 3rd, you guys already know that. Future Sight Observation Haki. He has Incredible Armament Haki now. Basically, he's number 30 because I don't think he's stronger than anyone on this list. But if you think, you know, like I said, if you think Doflamingo belongs here, or Lucky Roo, or Kuma, then that's just fine. I just think that Gear 4th, maybe it is his biggest drawback, but it's his greatest strength, and it's just so OP that I think Monkey D. Luffy takes the number 30. Number 29, I have probably Blackbeard's right-hand man. That's never been confirmed. It's Shiryu, or Shiryu, whatever, however the hell you want to call him. He's a swordsman. He was apparently on equal footing with Magellan pre-time skip, and now he's a commander of one of the new Yonkos. We don't know much, but I'm putting him at number 29 because he's a high-ranking member of the Blackbeard Pirates. Recently, he got a new Devil Fruit, and he kind of one-shotted Moria, which is, I know, not a big feat, but still, Shiryu makes that at number 29, and I'm comfortable letting him there. I am placing him over Monkey D. Luffy because I do think Shiryu has a couple of tricks up his sleeve, but you could put Monkey D. Luffy over Shiryu. Number 28, we have Sabo, the last of the brothers on this list, because unfortunately Ace does not cut it. I do think Luffy is stronger now than Ace was pre-time skip. But for Sabo, yeah, his armament haki is insane. His dragon techniques there are really good. They're impressive. He has the Mera Mera no Mi now. I can't wait to see him develop with it, or maybe he won't. Because of the manga, I don't know what happened to him. He did go up against a couple of admirals. In Dressrosa, we saw him go up against Fujitora. And honestly, he was very impressive. I think he's the second strongest in the Revolutionary Army, aside from someone else that's on this list. But yeah, for Sabo, that's pretty much it. Number 27, I have Katakuri. Oh my god, where to begin? And I know Katakuri at number 27, this is insane. He has Future Sight, his Block Mochi is really good. It countered Luffy's armament haki without too much problem. He's an awakened special paramecia user, whatever the hell that means. Well, I guess it's a mix of Logia and Paramecia. But yeah, Katakuri at number 27, I don't need to explain much. We've just seen what he could do in Whole Cake Island. He was very impressive. He's a fan favorite, so he's at number 27. At number 26, I have King the Wildfire, Kaido's right-hand man. And just to get this out there, most of the time, Whitebeard's commanders will be higher than Kaido's. Kaido's will be higher than Big Moms, and Big Moms will be higher than the Revolutionaries. There's only Shanks that it's a bit iffy, and, you know, Goldie Rogers' crew as well, it's a bit different because they're special. So number 26, I have King. We've seen absolutely nothing of him. We know he can fly, and the thing is, he literally took off a Yonko from Kaido's hands. You guys are caught up. He took the whole Big Mom crew and sent them down the waterfall, which was very impressive from King. I think that is very cool from him. I don't know what's up with this fire up his neck, but this is mostly because of portrayal. So King is number 26. Number 2, Marco. Okay, one of my favorite characters. OP hacks, broken devil fruit. He's a phoenix. He can regenerate. Problem is, he doesn't seem to have much offense, which is why I can't place him higher than 25, because at first he was top 15. But the thing is, Marco can attack. Like, all he can do is kick and fly towards you. If he doesn't have something else, we haven't seen incredible amount of hockey from him, because most of his showings are pre-time skip. So Marco, I'm gonna leave him at 25. 24, this guy wasn't even on the list until the last chapter. And that is the left-hand man of Goldie Roger, Scopper Gabon. The fact that Goldie Roger said that he and Rayleigh, of course, were his two best fighters, that puts Scopper Gabon on this list automatically. This guy looks like a badass. I can't wait to see more of him. He seems to be like the loudmouth of the Goldie Roger Pirates. Can't wait to see more. Probably has armament, probably has observation. Does he have conquerors? I mean, everyone on Goldie Roger's Pirates have conquerors. Shanks, Rayleigh, Goldie Roger himself. Bullet is not on this list because I don't consider him canon. If you do, well, he'd probably be around there, 24, 25. But that's 24 for Scopper Gabon, the double-handed axe guy, which is so cool, by the way. But yeah, that's Scopper Gabon. Number 23, another guy that wasn't on this list because I literally forgot about him because he's irrelevant. It's Shiki. I'm not gonna drag on. You guys know about Shiki. Don't take the movie as canon. That's bullshit. Nobody cares about the movie. Well, it's a good movie, but don't power scale with movies. Shiki went up against Goldie Roger. He was on the rocks with Kaido, Big Mom, etc. So I think number 23 is perfect for him. You could argue you could put him higher, honestly. Shiki was impressive. I don't know if he was a Yonko. In fact, I don't even know if there were Yonkos back in the time, but he was a prominent figure. Number 22, Green Bull. This is complete portrayal and only not based on feet or anything because we haven't seen anything. I don't know what he's been doing for the last 3 years, if he's been fasting for real, if it was an obligation, if it's for his powers, whatever. Just the fact that he's an admiral, he has to be on this list. I mean, he's admiral level, yeah, you're probably going to make the top 30. Go Green Bull at number 22. Number 21, I have Ben Beckman. Okay, Ben Beckman, we haven't seen anything, but he was mentioned with the other commanders of Shanks in a chapter, I forgot the chapter number, but they were the only commanders that were spotted. Like Beckman, Lucky Roo, and Yasop. Apparently they have incredible amount of bounties, and Beckman is probably like Rayleigh is to Goldie Roger and Zoro is to Luffy. The gap isn't that far. Beckman is probably close to Shanks, and that's why I want Beckman at number 21. Like I said, number 30 is Monkey D. Luffy versus 21 Ben Beckman. That would be a great fight. I think Beckman would win for now. Number 20, we have Kong. We know nothing about Kong, but look at him. You cannot tell me this guy doesn't belong on this list. He was leading the Marines. He was a fleet admiral. Now he's, I forgot the name of his position. He's just in between the fleet admiral and the Gorosei. He was the one that was in charge of Sengoku, in charge of Garp. Of course, fleet admirals, we know the two that were in the current storyline. He's probably insane. I have no idea if he has a devil fruit or, well, he has hockey for sure. But yeah, for devil fruits, we don't know. So Kong is number 20. Number 19, I have Fujitora, the purple tiger. Okay, Do I even need to explain? This guy's pulling out meteors out of his ass, okay? In Dressrosa, he was amazing. He literally beat everyone he saw. Law, he didn't care. Zoro, Luffy, no problem. Doflamingo, no problem. Even Sabo, he was like, yeah, whatever, I'm blind. I don't need to try on you guys. A lot of people are speculating if we're going to see him in Oden's flashback. That's because he tore his eyes off at one point. We don't know why. But yeah, he's an admiral, so he has to be on this list, of course. And I'm putting him at 19 because his observation Haki is off the charts. One of the best in the verse. And his Devil Fruit is insane as well. Number 18, I have Kizaru, the Yellow Monkey. Kizaru would be absolutely higher. Probably top 10, but because of his personality, I can't. I just can't. And he was one of my biggest deceptions because when he went to Sabaody, think about it. He didn't capture a single important pirate. I thought they said he captured like 300 pirates, but he didn't get one supernova, so he lacks as his job. Now you could say, well, this is the strongest One Piece character. Yeah, but what happens if he decides to fuck around against a character and he loses? Like, his personality makes that I can't put him higher than 18. Of course, he has the light Logia, I get that, but no, I can't put him higher than 18. He did go up against Rayleigh. He had great showings in Marineford. In fact, he barely had a scratch, but number 18, I think, is fine for Kizaru. 17, we have one of my favorite characters, Kozuki Oden. A lot of people have started calling him Chad Dan because of King of Lightning and others. Yeah, he's insane. I don't know what to say. He clashed against Whitebeard. He clashed against Goldie Roger. He got sliced by Goldie Roger and got back up like it was nothing. People are down. People were... Oh my god, Oden is insane. I love him. He doesn't even seem to be able to train. He just got that talent from birth. We never saw him train, although the flashback wasn't concentrated on his training, so perhaps, you know, Oda just decided not to show that. But yeah, 17, Oden, the right-hand man of Whitebeard for a while, then joined Goldie Roger's crew. Yeah, definitely, and he can hear the voice of all things. I don't know, I don't think that's important for power scaling, but still, I wanted to mention it. So, Oden at number 17. Oh, and also, he scarred Kaido! You could argue to put him even higher than that. Oden's a beast. Okay, number 16, I have Blackbeard. Another guy that end of story is probably going to be top 5 or top 10 at least. He has 2 Devil Fruits, probably has Haki. We don't know much. Last time we saw him, he was like, I'm going to go get that. We don't know what that is, so he probably left his island and he's going after whatever he wants. He and his crew completely crushed the remnants of the Whitebeard Pirates, Omarco, Jozu, etc. Apparently, they completely fodderized them. So, Blackbeard, a Yonko, the youngest one, well, aside from Luffy. Number 16, I think it's fair. 15, this is gonna sound weird because he's an underling of number 16, which was Blackbeard, and that's Aokiji. First off, I don't think Aokiji is really affiliated with Blackbeard. I don't believe that. Aokiji went up against Kainu for several days. I think it was 10 days. He has the Ice Logia. He's insane. His Haki is off the charts. We saw him go against Whitebeard and Marineford. His feats are insane. He absolutely destroyed the Straw Hats pre-time skip. Aokiji's skills speak for himself. Doflamingo was scared shitless from him. He just decided to skip out, which Doflamingo doesn't do usually. He usually kills you. But yeah, with Aokiji, he was like, nah, never mind. Aokiji's a beast. I think he deserves to be number 15. Number 14, and of course, just like Oden, I forgot to mention it, and Scopper Gaban, these characters are in their prime. Kong as well, in his prime. Silver's Rayleigh at number 14, the right-hand man of the Pirate King, in his prime. Yes, I do think in his prime he is stronger than Kizaru. I don't think he was stronger than Kizaru when they fought at Sabaody. I think the old age is a bit... I mean, even in old age, Silver's Rayleigh would make this list because it's Silver's Rayleigh. His swordsmanship seems to be insane. He had no qualms whatsoever to go against Odin in the last chapter. He was like, so, should we cut him? And Rayleigh was just like, yeah, no problem. Like, think about it. Silver's Rayleigh is 14, Odin is 17, and 24 is Copper Gabon, and they're all pretty much in the same league. Like, it's very close. Number 13, I have the previous Fleet Admiral, Sengoku the Buddha. His Devil Fruit is Hacks. In the latest chapter, Goldie Roger even mentioned stupid Marines. Don't come at us if you don't have Sengoku or Garp. So that means Sengoku is insane. We already knew that. He was going toe-to-toe with Blackbeard in Marine 4 against the Tremor Tremor that Blackbeard just had. Sengoku is an insane strategist. He is still in the Marines, but he doesn't do much. I think he's an inspector or whatever. Sengoku at number 13, I think his hockey is probably insane. He does have Conqueror's hockey. That was confirmed. I'm not sure if it was in a Viver card or an SBS. I'd have to look it up. Just go listen to Tekking. He's probably said a lot on that. So 13, Sengoku. 12, I have the current greatest swordsman in the world, Mihawk. Now, people are going to be pissed because I put Mihawk over Silver's Rayleigh and Odin, and over the Admirals, and over Blackbeard. Here's the thing. Mihawk is alone, and nobody is going after him. And if Rayleigh was the previous greatest swordsman, or Odin, probably not, because Odin, well, from the latest chapters, that's pretty much impossible. Unless, you know, Odin faces Mihawk soon. It's probably not Shanks, because Mihawk is older than Shanks, so I doubt Mihawk took Shanks' title. I really think Mihawk took it from Silver's Rayleigh, and that's why I'm putting Mihawk over Rayleigh. But then again, I mean, if it's Shanks, we haven't heard his name yet, and I doubt he's not on this list. You guys probably figured that out. I do think Shanks is stronger than Mihawk. Shanks is coming up later. Number 11, in her prime, I have Big Mom. Now, here's the thing. Big Mom at number 11, she could be top 5. Because I have no idea how strong she was in her prime. She was always pregnant. So, if that was a problem for her, and maybe that's why Goldie Roger, you know, maybe it gave him an advantage to take Big Mom's opponent glove. Because people seem to hate Big Mom. I don't know why, because she's insane. She tanked Gear 4th with her fucking forearm, okay? Manga, of course. And she just brushed him off like he was nothing, okay? Big Mom is insane. Even in her old age, she would make the top 30. So Big Mom, number 11. Now my top 10. Okay, the top 10, I gotta be honest, this could go either way, okay? It's dead or alive. So just bear with it. If you're not happy with the list, well, sorry, I can't do much. Number 10, I have the 5 Gorosei. Yes, I put the 5 Gorosei over Big Mom. Not all of them together. I think each individual are the number 10 on this list. They can't be weak, in my opinion. They are the leaders of the Marines, the strongest entity in the world. Of course, they have the Admirals, the Fleet Admirals, the Vice Admirals, and Imu. Well, Imu we don't know. But I do think the Gorosei can fight. Plus, they seem to be battle damaged, and they have weapons. Well, some of them. So, they have to be strong. I think they were put there because of their intelligence, their hockey, their prowess in fighting. I'm giving them the number 10 just because of their portrayal. Number 9, I have Kaido of the Beast. Here's the thing. One-on-one bet on Kaido. I get that. Strongest on sea, land, or air. I get that. Here's the thing. I take that as much as, well, maybe not as much as, but Luffy is the 5th Yonko. Rumors and hype are always exaggerated, even in fiction. Like other authors are gonna do on purpose to do that, and it's great hype. I mean, the guy jumped off of Sky Island and had barely a headache. Then yeah, but he did get cut by Odin. He did get captured multiple times, and I do think he was defeated. He didn't just let him get captured, because I don't think he actually wants to die, because he has a devil fruit, so unless he has a way to breathe, he could just go underwater. But I do think he lost a lot of battles For instance, I do think he lost against Whitebeard when he was younger, because he was pissed when Whitebeard went to Marineford and died. So Kaido at number 9. Of course, you could argue that this guy is way higher, but for now, he's at number 9. Of course, his Devil Fruit, insane. He seems to be an Oni dragon type of guy. We don't know everything yet, but yeah, Kaido at number 9. Number 8, I have one of the fan favorites, the one-armed Yonko, Akagami no Shanks, or Red Hair Shanks if you prefer. A lot of people think he's a D. Honestly, if this motherfucker had 2 arms, I don't know where I'd place him. Because here's the thing. If Shanks has 1 arm now, I think he found a way to fight differently. Maybe he was just a blown off swordsman to begin with. And when he lost his arm, he said, well, I'm gonna eat a Devil Fruit, maybe, and become stronger. Maybe his Conqueror's Haki is off the charts. We don't know. All we know is that, basically by portrayal, this guy has to be in the top 10. I mean, he went to Marineford, he told the Marines, he told the Blackbeard Pirates, he told the freaking Whitebeard Pirates to stop, and guess what? They all stopped. This guy's a one-armed man. So his portrayal is insane, and the day before, he went up against Kaido. We don't know if they fought, but he came to Marineford unscratched, unscathed, nothing. So Shanks is my number 8. He's one of my favorite characters as well, so I can't be biased and place him over the characters that are over him. Number 7, oh boy, this is one of the most controversial ones, and I'm gonna get so many hate for this one. It's Akainu. Listen, I know Shanks blocked Akainu at the end of Marineford, but here's the thing, Shanks was fresh. Akainu just fought a war. Of course he was damaged. He was going up against the world's strongest man. Okay? Akainu's Devil Fruit is the best in the verse, in my opinion. Oda said that if he were to be a pirate, he'd find the One Piece in a year. Akainu is no joke. He fought 10 days versus Aokiji. I have to put Akainu at number 7. I do think he's stronger than Shanks, the Gorosei, Kaido, and Big Mom, and Mihawk, etc. Akainu is insane. He is one of my favorite characters, but not because I like him. It's because he's one of the only characters that's actually a villain in the story, aside from like Doflamingo and Blackbeard. Because a lot of villains, well, they become nice guys after. I don't see Akainu turning a leaf. He doesn't care. He's absolute justice for eternity. Number 6, I have Monkey D. Garp. In his prime. Where to begin? The guy went up against Goldie Roger multiple times, refused the Admiral position, would probably have become a Fleet Admiral if he wanted to. His Haki is insane. He defeated Don Chinjao pretty easily by hitting mountains, which is kind of laughable, honestly. Garp is insane. He was going up. He defeated Rocks with Goldie Roger. I mean, he's the one who allegedly brought Goldie Roger in. We know that's not true, but his strength speaks for himself. He's the grandfather of the main character. He has to be badass. Number 6, Monkey D. Garp. Not much to say. Number 5, the other one that's completely controversial, and we're getting into my top 5. Well, the first 2 monkeys already passed, so Monkey D. Dragon is number 5. Why? Because I think Monkey D. Luffy is going to be number 1, end of story, and I do think they get stronger generation by generation. So I do think Dragon is stronger than Garp in his prime. Dragon is probably in his prime right now. He probably has to win Logia, but the thing is, it's basically by portrayal. He's the most wanted man. The Marines want him dead. I don't know if he was in the Marines, if he was in the Cypher Pose before, but he is probably insane. And the biggest portrayal factor here is that he's Garp's son. He's Monkey D. Luffy's father. I mean, BDA Law put him at number 1, and I think King of Lightning had him in his number 10 as well, just because, well, they weren't dead or alive, just because it's Dragon, just by portrayal. I'm putting him at number 5, Monkey D. Dragon. Number 4, Okay, the controversy. I have Gold D. Roger at number 4, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate here, but hear me out. You will understand who the number 1 through 3 are. And number 4 is Gol D. Roger, Pirate King. We saw him last chapter. He seems to be a swordsman. There was Haki just spewing out of his sword. Oh my god, that was insane. He doesn't seem to have a devil fruit, and here's the thing, he tied with the other character, and he doesn't seem to have a devil fruit, and if you don't have a devil fruit, you better have Insane Conqueror's Haki, which the clash between him and Whitebeard, that was probably a mix of Armament Haki of Rio, and maybe Conqueror's Haki there as well. It's always clearer in the anime, to be honest, but like I said, I don't follow the anime that much. So Gol D. Roger at number 4. I'm gonna get to the number 3 for the explanation. Number 3 is Rock D. Xebec in his prime. Maybe he's still alive. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's dead. Gol D. Roger was in his prime as well. Rock D. Xebec. I mean, he took on Garp and Gol D. Roger at the same time. Like, I mean, that guy was insane. He toppled the world government. It was stated that if the Rock's pirates would come all together, they would be an incredible foe. There was no one who could stop them. So Rock D. Xebec is number 3. We don't know if he had a devil fruit. Number 2, I have Whitebeard. Whitebeard was number 5. But I made some research and I was like, okay, sorry, but in his old age, he went up against, in my list, the number 7. All of the admirals, number 15, which was Aokiji, number 7, Akainu, number 18, Kizaru, against a bunch of giants, the whole platoon of marines. And he was sick, he was old, and he managed to free Ace. They lost, granted Ace died and Whitebeard died, but his showings were insane. And in the last couple of chapters, we saw what he could do. He was definitely stronger than Oden. He went up against Gol D. Roger and they clashed. It was the biggest clash I've ever seen in One Piece. One of my favorite chapters, one of my favorite moments in the history of One Piece. I love Whitebeard. I don't like him more than some of the characters under, but the thing that puts him there is his devil fruit. The Tremor no Mi is insane. If you gotta put Gol D. Roger versus Whitebeard and they have the same Haki like we saw last chapter, but then you put Whitebeard and his Gura no Mi, that is insane. He deserves to be number 2. I think and Oda stated in an SBS or Viewer card, again, I don't remember which, that Whitebeard got his title while Gol D. Roger was alive. He got the title Strongest Man while Gol D. Roger was alive. So I'm putting him over Gol D. Roger, and I'm putting him over Rock D. Xebec, because I do think, even though Whitebeard was under Rock, he probably got stronger through time. That's arguable. A lot of people would put Rock number 1 or Gol D. Roger number 1. That is acceptable. So my number 1, who is it? Who haven't I named? Of course, like I said in the honorable mentions, Joy Boy, Poseidon, and, well, maybe Uranus. We don't know what Uranus is, but they could all be number 1. Okay, end of story Luffy could be number 1. End of story Blackbeard could be number 1. But I'm not counting those guys for now. So my number 1, well, I gotta go with Imu, because here's the thing. The 5 Gorosei, who I placed number 10, are bowing in front of this guy like he's a god. And if Oda goes that route, I do think Rock D. Xebec knew about Imu. That's my own theory. This is headcanon as hell. He wanted to go after Imu, and maybe this is just my headcanon, but Rock D. Xebec was maybe defeated by Garp and Gol D. Roger, but maybe Imu was the one, yeah, this guy needs to die, and Imu only comes out if a situation gets gnarly way too fast. Like, the Marines can't do anything, the Cypher Pole can't do anything, and the Gorosei are out of his hands, they can't do anything. So I do think Imu is the strongest character in the verse. I have no good arguments aside from that I think he's gonna be the final villain of the story. But that's pretty much it. I hope you guys liked this list. Like, comment, and subscribe. I haven't posted videos in a while. So, yeah. Have a nice day, guys, and Happy New Year.